Let's talk about polar coordinate, and then after that, I will talk about polar equation and polar graph in the following video. For polar coordinate, I am referring to how to plot a point on this polar plane. Okay, so for rectangular coordinate, which is the xy plane, Cartesian plane, you have x-axis, y-axis, you use that a lot. That is x comma y, x coordinate comma y coordinate. For polar coordinate, we have r comma theta. What is r and theta? So let's draw this really quick. So this looks like it was called the x-axis and the origin, right? So this one I also use the word origin, but we call this a pole, and then this is a polar axis. And then we will rotate this polar axis some degree. So let's say right there, and then I call this theta. This theta is called directed angle. I will state the name in a minute. And then from the polar axis over there, and then we have a point. This point is r comma theta, and then this from the pole to this point is equals to r. R is the directed distance. Directed distance from the pole to the point. And then I'm going to call r is the directed distance, and then theta, let's give theta a name. So theta is directed angle measured counterclockwise from the polar axis to a segment. From the polar axis to a segment. So what that means is when theta is positive, and then we rotate counterclockwise. Just like how you find the angles using your unit circle. And then when theta is less than 0, we will the angle rotates clockwise. Let's handle positive. So we have a point in polar coordinate that is r comma theta. Let's try phi comma pi over 6. So phi comma pi over 6. How to plot this point on this polar coordinate? First of all, the origin, just like 0, 0, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, just like how you scale the x-axis. And then when r is equals to phi, theta is equals to pi over 6. Pi over 6 is right there, 30 degrees. Oh, speaking of this polar plane, I found this from Google. This one, in my opinion, this one is the best because it has radian and degree, and it also has a pi over 12, which is a 15 degree. In my opinion, this one is the best. So what you have to do is we go to phi, and then we go pi over 6 counterclockwise, and then this is the point. And then what you have to do is you will have to this one you will have to erase the trail, so which is like right there. That is not part of the graph, so this is 1 point only. Okay, let's do more point. The next point, how about let's do 4 comma pi over 3. So we go to 4, and then we go to pi over 3 right there. That is your point. And then the next one, let's do a 1 comma pi over 12. So that is 1 comma pi over 12, which is right there. Okay, this one I will just do one little point, and then to not confuse you, because we are not supposed to sketch the trail. So I will just erase that. And then next one, how about we do an 8 comma 5 pi over 12. 8 is here. 5 pi over 12. 5 pi over 12 is right there. And then we are supposed to erase the trail. And then moving on, we have 7. 5 pi over 4. Where is 5 pi over 4? So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 pi over 4. And then 7. 7, and then we rotate to 5 pi over 4. There we go. That is a 7 comma 5 pi over 4. And then the last one, let's do one more. The last one is, how about we do a 6 comma 11 pi over 6. Where's 11 pi over 6? That is right there. Just like 2 steps away from 2 pi. Okay, and then we go to 6. And then we rotate to 11 pi over 6. Just follow the circle. And then we will stop at, okay, right there, 11 pi over 6. There we go. And then as always, I must erase the trail. Okay, then the point is done. Okay, this is when R is positive and then theta is positive. What about when theta is negative and then we have a clockwise, right? Okay, so how about this time we try 7. This time we try a 7, negative pi over 4. So we have a negative theta clockwise. Okay. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I will go to 7. And then I will go to negative pi over 4. Okay, this one, I will just push this up so that you can see this better. 7. And then pi over 4 is here, right? 45 degree, but negative pi over 4, that is 45 degree clockwise. So we go to 7, and then we go to a pi over 4. And then the point is right here. Okay, keep going. And then the next one is 3 comma negative pi over 3. So we go to 3, and then negative pi over 3. Negative pi over 3 is right there. Negative pi over 3 right there. Okay, the next one is 6 comma negative 5 pi over 6. We go to 6, negative 5 pi over 6. Okay, let's find 5 pi over 6. That is pi over 6, and then pi over 6, 2 pi over 6, 3 pi over 6, 4 pi over 6, 5 pi over 6. Okay, if we go counterclockwise, we need to go to quadrant 2. Okay, then we go to 6, and then we go to 5 pi over 6. Where's the pi over 6? Right here. There. And then how about we try 4, negative 5 pi over 3. Where is 5 pi over 3? That is 1 pi over 3, 2 pi over 3, and then 5 pi over 3. 5 pi over 3. Where's it? 5 pi over... What did I do last time? 5 pi over 3. Okay. 2 pi over 3. Oh. 5 pi over 3. Okay. 1 pi over 3. 2 pi over 3. 4 pi over 3. And then 5 pi over 3. Okay, hold on. Pi over 360. So that is a 60. 120. 180. That is a 3 pi over 3. 180 plus 60. 240. Here. 5 pi over 3 here. So that is 1, 2, 3. 5 pi over 3. Did I count anything wrong? That is 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 4. And then 5. 5 pi over 3. Okay, got it. All right, and then we have to go counterclockwise. So that will be at 4. And then we will go all the way right here. Okay, then we will spin counterclockwise until we reach to the pi over 3. There we go. And then let's do one more. Let's do 8 comma 11 pi over 6. Past the 11 pi over 6 is right there, so you have to go 3 quadrants and then 2 steps in front before the 2 pi. Okay, then we will go to 8 and then go to 1, 2, 3 quadrant, and then we will reach to here. That is 11 pi over 6. So that is 1, 2, 3, and then reach there. And then you have to erase all the trails. You can take a screenshot right now because I'm going to erase the trail. So I'm going to erase that one, that one. Wow, this one is not okay. Good. There we go. Then we keep the points only. Okay, moving on. How about this time we use negative r? Okay, let's use some negative r. How about we do negative r? Let's move this up. How about this time we try negative 6 pi over 3. So we have positive theta. This is counter clockwise. Okay, let's write on the polar axis 0, 1, 2, 3. Oh, negative. I should go the other way. 0, negative 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I will go to negative 6 and then go to pi over 3 is 60 degrees. 60 degree counterclockwise. That means we are going to this direction. Counterclockwise, pi over 3, then that will be right here. Okay, so let's do this in one trace, negative 6, and then we go to pi over 3. There we go. And then the next one is a negative 7 pi over 2. So I will go to negative 7 and then go to pi over 2. And then the next one, let's do a negative 4, 3 pi over 4. So negative 4, that is a 1 pi over 4, 2 pi over 4, and then 3 pi over 4. Right there. You just go a half of a quarter, 3 steps. And then one more. This one, let's do a negative 2, 11 pi over 6. So negative 2, 11 pi over 6 is here. So you have to go 3 quadrant and then 2 step in front of the 2 pi. Before the 2 pi, negative 2, okay, negative 2, and then we go 1 quadrant, 2 quadrant, 3 quadrant, and then stop in front of the 11 pi over 6. There we go. All right, this one, how about this? This one, I will just keep the trail. So you are supposed to erase all the trail. Remember, you keep the points only, no trail. The trail is not part of the graph. I do that is for it's easier for you to keep track of where you go. Okay, and then the next one, let's do both negative, shall we? So let's move this up. Let's do both negative. Let's do a negative 8, negative 7 pi over 12. So this is negative theta. Then we go clockwise. Okay, 0, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, negative 6, 7, and 8. Okay, where is 7 pi over 12? 7 pi over 12 for positive, then is right here, right? So you go all the way 1, 2, 3, just one step before finishing 3 quadrants. Okay, then I will do the same thing. I will go negative 8 and then 7 pi over 12. Oh, that is a 17 pi over 12. Okay, read this wrong. Okay, you can do a 17 pi over 12 actually. How about this? Negative 17 pi over 12. Okay, I will go negative 8 and then that is 17 pi over 12, so negative 8. And then we go clockwise, that is 1. Negative 8, that is 1, 2, 3. There we go. How about just 7 pi over 12? If you want to do just 7 pi over 12, so negative 8, just negative 7 pi over 12. So that will be a 7 pi over 12 is here. Just one quadrant and then one more step. So that will be negative 8, one quadrant, and then one more step. That is a negative 8, negative 7 pi over 12. And then the next one is negative 6, negative 11 pi over 6. 11 pi over 6 is right here, right? Almost 4 quadrants. So that is a negative 6. And then we go 1, 2, 3 quadrants. And then we stop right here. That is 11 pi over 6. There we go. And then let's do one more, just one more. Let's do a negative 2. Negative 2, negative 5 pi over 4. Where's 5 pi over 4? 5 pi over 4, this is a 1 pi over 4, 2 pi over 4, 3 pi over 4, 4 pi over 4, and 5 pi over 4. So that is in the third quadrant. Okay, I will do negative 2. That is a 1 quadrant, 2 quadrant, and then in the 3 quadrant, I will stop at the pi over 4. Okay, that line up to the pi over 4. There we go. All right, so that is all for this one. So what did we do in this video? So this video, I am going to do polar. So the first thing to do in polar is I have to introduce the polar plane and then show you how to put a point on the polar plane. So just like back into learning functions or in algebra, you study xy plane, you study a point, and then you study how to sketch a graph of a linear equation, right? Let's say y equals to x minus 2. And then you need to study that equation. Okay, you study that equation. What is going on in the y equals to x minus 2? All right, and then you study that equation, and then you study how to graph the equation. So we will do the same thing. I will teach a point first, and then we go to equation, and then I will show you how to graph a polar equation. All right, so that is the end of this video. I will meet you all in the next video for more lessons.